Hi everyone, welcome to JI Insights. So this is yet another video of my weekly prediction on Nifty 50 and Banknifty stock indices and what could be the potential direction of the market this week. And so let's go into the topic. And before we go into the analysis, let's visit some of the market news that is going on during the weekend or the past week, which I think is very much important for the viewers and everyone to know before even entering or maybe investing or kind of if you are like a trader. So you would want to know all these updates that's going on domestically and internationally. So starting with the first update that is going around. So there is a kind of observation that has come up from the government of India that the industrial output has shrank by 0.1% in August. While this was something an expected observation that economics were expecting, but this is some a data point really, right? It's a data point for from an investment perspective that our industrial output shrank last quarter by 0.1%. So the next update that is dominating the news is the dollar to rupee price. INR has actually weakened against the dollar. It is currently 84.104. This is I think this is usually because of the high petroleum price. If you see towards the right, the crude oil currently is trending 75.49, and because of the Israel Hezbollah or Lebanon or is Israel Iran conflict, there is a high potential that this crude price can rise anytime. So there is a very high risk that once this crude oil prices shoots up, India will actually have to uh, spend more, and because of this, India's forex reserve will take a hit. So this is already visible. So India's forex kitty drops by 3.71 billion dollars. This kind of reaction even market is showing. If you see, the bank nifty fell by some percent, even Nifty 50 had fallen by some percent last week. So this is something that you need to be aware that these are the current news that is going on. The next news is that the Israel and conflict with Iran could take a lethal and a surprising step. And this is not me telling, it's their defense minister who has warned Iran that their response would be lethal and surprising. So it's very important that you should be preparing for a lower circuit or another crash within the Nifty 50 if there is more conflict that is occurring in the West Asia. So this is something that you should be aware of. While there is some news internationally that the Federal Reserve Bank of US is reducing some of the repo rates, right, by 25 basis point or 50 basis point. But in India, it has really not been the case, right? So if you see, the RBI doesn't seems that they are going to change the repo rate, meaning the loan rates, the EMI rates will continue to be so until this year, most probably. And so this stance is neutral. So if the inflation data is not good or if the job data is not good domestically, this we should be expecting that the rate of the repo rate to continue. This is one of the reasons why the investors are not having the positive outlook, because this is something that will continue, or neutral outlook from the investors, because while we see internationally all the major banks are reducing their repo rates, but it's not the case in India. And then there is another news, as you see, there is a FII outflow because of the China stimulus. But this is something we are seeing again. China has offered a huge stimulus, fiscal stimulus. That means they're going to increase the uh, deficit to make sure that there is a growth within the job markets and the overall market. So they're going to deploy a lot of capital there to $83 billion that they are going to invest in their markets in the near term. So these are some of the news that I would want you to understand. So next I'll go to the analysis part. So this is Bank Nifty, if you see right there. And as you could see, I'm just reading this in 15 minutes, and there is a huge probability that I see. So as you know that because of this China stimulus and due to the FI outflow that I shared with you, let's see how much is the crash that has occurred in Bank Nifty. So almost 7.5, you can say 8% of crash that has occurred. So as you know, anything below above 20% is not considered a crash. It is just a healthy correction. So it's a healthy correction and it will be a buying opportunity. But with that said, if you see there is further downside potential. So if you see the real, there is a strong support that Bank Nifty has or is on 50 levels, and in the previous I mean just earlier discussion I shared that in 50,000 there is a strong potential that this might go to 50,000 it mark itself. And if you see after the correction the Bank Nifty is moving in range. So this is the another range, 51,700. So even if there is a gap up, so I would advise the users not to think about that it will go and it will achieve another all-time high. It might not be the case. It could be a potential trap from the FIs because there is a constant outflow of FI money. So please do not get trapped, and there is a strong potential that the this uh, even if it's a gap up, it may come down and then take the lower circuit. So this is pretty much from my end. I'll see you the next time. Thank you.